Welcome home almost, maybe.
Straight ahead. All right. Straight ahead. There you go. Straight ahead. On by. There you go. All right. I got you this one.
Back up with them stakes. I want to get a look at the leaders here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Neff, the 2016 Yukon Quest champion.
Welcome to Whitehorse here. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, nice to see you. Hi, congratulations.
Love you, Hugh.
Hugh is the champion of the quest. He runs faster and mushes faster than all the rest. Hugh is the champion. Hugh is the champion. Hugh is the champion of the Yukon Quest. Ow! I love you, buddy!
Thank you. That was Dawson Dolly. So, good to see you.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, this is the guy who passed me last year and beat me.
So, tell when did you know you had it in the bag? Was there any one moment you're like, okay, I think I got this, or was it right to the end you were worried about those guys breathing down your neck?
First of all, when I won this race in 2012, the closest quest ever by 26 seconds, we had about 5 people from Whitehorse here. 5. It might have been 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you guys were all hungover or something, but I really the outpouring here has been amazing. There's been people all up and down the river. It's just Whitehorse, I love you. You guys are awesome. As far as when I knew I had it, I'm from the old school, so I knew I had it when I came around that corner. I always have the voices of Brent and Alan in my head. You know, it's just something, we three have been seeing a lot of each other in the quest the last few years.
Now I know you're a bit of a storyteller, and I always loved hearing your stories, and I'm just wondering, there's probably a number of adventures you've had out there that nobody's aware of. What adventure right now or time on the trail really sticks out for you that you'd like to share with the audience?
Oh, they're all. You guys have to understand, this is my 16th Yukon Quest. I do it every year since 2000, so. And the reason I do it is one word. It's called Dawson City. And we're not allowed to talk about those stories. But, you know, often, you know, what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about when I was a rookie here and back in the day running with Hans Gott and William Cleeden and all the Germans. And, you know, not having Lance here is definitely different. I miss him a lot. He and I alone probably spent about 6,000 to 7,000 miles together on this trail over the years. But this year, you know, the weirdest thing this morning when I left Braeburn about 10 miles out, you go up a hill, you know that hill, and all of a sudden my dogs were in a full-out lope, and I could hear rustling in the bushes everywhere, and there were caribou tracks, so obviously there was caribou everywhere. Like, I didn't see any. I mean, I'm not afraid of a caribou. I'd love to eat one, but that was pretty cool to imagine a team that's been, you know, through some tough trail to have that much energy. I've never had a team like this before, and all the racing I've done that has eaten and drinking perfectly at every checkpoint. It's like a former Quest champ, Jeff King, says, if you win, usually it's easy. And I really felt this year like everything just came easily to me, and just I don't know, it's a trip. I didn't really think that, I didn't have this in mind. I didn't know if I could hang with these guys this year because I had 3 yearlings in my team. I had 2 dogs that had never raced before because I don't have a big kennel. I have a small kennel, and they didn't finish, but they still made it all the way to Slavin's Cabin, which is impressive for a yearling. But experience in life counts, and all these dogs have done multiple 1,000-milers. I don't know if there's ever been a dog before that has won the quest and then come back and won the quest again 4 years later, but that's what my leader up there, George, did. His full name, by the way, is George Costanza, so he is a bit of a ham. I had George and Wheel, and I'm sitting talking with Alan Moore and Brent, and we're talking about all of our famous old retired lead dogs, and Brent's talking about Silver, and Alan's talking about how he doesn't really race Keto anymore. And I got George and Wheel at that moment, and I'm thinking, well, Alan's going to use Keto in the Iditarod with his puppy team in lead. And I'm thinking, well, George won this race in lead, so why do I have this dog in Wheel? And so I put him up in lead the next run, and the rest is history.
Well, thanks a lot, Hugh. It's great to have you here. We've got some more questions for you, but first I'd like to welcome the commissioner up here to welcome you formally into Whitehorse.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody, and good afternoon, Hugh. You know, one of the great things about the job I have is I get to welcome people to the territory. And I met Hugh a few years ago, and we've seen him at a few banquets, and it's a real pleasure to welcome the 2016 winner of the Quest to Whitehorse as the grand champion. Thanks. The other thing I want to say, Hugh, is I think you do a great job, but I'm a dog guy. Those are the guys that did a great job on this trip. And so let's hear it for Hugh's dogs. Again, welcome to the Yukon, and we'll see you at the banquet on Saturday night.
By the way, Commissioner, that pin you gave me, it's on my parka. I wore it for good luck.
Well, isn't that awesome? I gave him a pin a few years ago at the Quest banquet, and he wore it. It's on his parka on the sled. It rode the whole way in the Yukon Quest. So now I feel like I've done the quest.